Today we're going to be turning this empty glass box into a beautiful planted aquarium. This is what the tank is looking at right now, so let's get that sorted out. And just like that, it's as if we just bought a brand new aquarium. This is my mate's tank and he's been kind enough to let me aquascape this tank with him. Today we're going to take you through the process of aquascaping it, so enjoy the video.
So, now that we've cleaned the tank out, it's ready to start aquascaping. So first of all, let's put in some Aquasol. Oh, I think one bag should be enough. Yeah, so as you can see, the lighter grains are reused, but no, you won't.
We won't see it anyway with all the plants. Alright guys, you don't need to rinse your Aquasol when you're adding it to your tank. Even though it's got dust in it, it's actually full of nutrients anyway. And after a couple of water changes, if the water's cloudy, it'll all clear up anyway, so yeah, that's good.
It's going to be sloped.
So here we're sloping the Aquasoil towards the back. This creates more depth using illusion and makes it easier to plant the stems in later. Something that I've seen a lot of aquascapers do before is rinsing down Aquasol. It really helps because it's easier to plant into. Also prevents air bubbles being trapped inside the Aquasol, and when they release with all the ammonia, it turns the water toxic basically.
Now we're going to add the centerpiece, which is just an old piece of driftwood that I had lying around with some plants on it, so I thought I can reuse that.
That is just instantly.
Yeah.
Looks great.
It's already been in water for a while, so we don't need to glue it to a rock. I have a really nice piece of Anubias Nana Petite on a rock. So I was thinking we'd just put it right somewhere over here or something.
No, capsay.
Maybe like here. Then we have some sticks to bring it all out, so then we can put plants on them.
Of course it looks completely different color right now. But as it gets submerged, just like the centerpiece would, it's going to change color and darken, of course, and blend in together.
So we're going to super glue this so it all stays together. We're using Gorilla Glue. It's 100% cyanoacrylate super glue. Basically, if you don't know what that means, it means it's completely
aquarium safe.
Aquarium safe, shrimp safe, snail safe. It's a great product. You can get it, if you're in Australia, you can get it in any Bunnings.
Just glue it straight on today. All right, so we just put a blob on. Literally.
Don't need to use too much, but I like using a lot because you're ensured that it's going to stick well.
If you're wondering why we're actually gluing it down, it's because since it's not submerged, it's full of air and it'll just float up straight away once you fill up the tank. If you spray it with water, it'll literally instantly dry up. So it'll probably take like a couple weeks until it's fully submerged. And that process that we took with the little twig, we'll basically repeat with all the other pieces that we want to add. So you just find where you want to put it, find those contact points that are touching with the already submerged driftwood or rock, whatever you're using. Add a blob of super glue gel and then just stick it on.
So I feel like this piece really brings it together because you get the angles coming from multiple directions.
It's like a triangle composition and it's going to the corner of the tank, which always looks really cool.
Again, we're going to glue it down, making sure to not get the glue onto the Anubias.
We haven't planned a single thing about this scape, we're just winging it.
So we're just gonna get some slate stones in. This, I'm pretty sure you can get a bag of 5 or 10 kilos for $10 at Bunnings. And it's completely aquarium safe, so I recommend these. So the reason we're using this is just to make sure that the wood doesn't float away. Even though it's glued to the main piece.
They actually look cool.
Actually, you know what? There's gonna be a Anubias there anyway, so.
Alright, so if you haven't seen any other aquascaping videos, then you probably haven't come across the tissue technique. So when gluing down, it's probably the best method is probably to use liquid super glue, especially if you're gluing hardscape. It's very strong, so it has a really strong bond. So you get a little ball of tissue or cotton, cram it in between the two contact points, and then you basically soak that tissue or cotton ball in liquid super glue, and it literally like bonds within seconds. If you wet it, it doesn't go anywhere. So
we're just covering up some of the glue with some plants. Oh yeah, that was good.
There you have it, guys. Check out this video on some unique 5-gallon stocking ideas if you want to create a small aquascape like this one. Have an awesome day, thanks for watching, and see you later.